Adding and subtracting complex numbers. Right, so adding and subtracting complex numbers does involve sometimes reducing radicals. Then you add or subtract as necessary. You deal with the I like it's a variable. So it's really no different than anything else. The big deal is if you see something like this, here you have to reduce these before you can continue. So the square root of 36 is 6. And then this is 2 times the square root of negative 64. So remember, you see a negative under the radical, you make it positive. Put a little I here. So it would be 2I times 8. And this would be 6 plus 18I. Same deal with this one. To be 2 times 7. Change this to a positive. Put an I out there. That does not affect that negative. That negative stays the same. And then times 5. So just to keep our standards the same, this is 14. My dinner's ready. Minus 5I. Okay, then you simply combine like terms. We're adding here. So 6 and 14 are like terms. 18 and negative 5I. Those things are like terms also. So plus 13I. Okay, you can put this into your calculator right away. But you know, we like math. Okay, try this one. Remember, this is 81, negative 81. So let's take that out, put i's there. So then this would be 4 plus 18i. Because remember, this is 9. The square root of 81 is 9. So 9 times 2 is 18, minus 10 minus 2i. Because the square root of 4 is 2. And then you subtract. You can line these up if you like. 2i. Oh, stop annoying me. There we go. Now notice I changed the sign of both of those because this is a minus sign, so this is keep. Change this to addition and change all the signs here. So this was a plus, now it's a minus. This was a minus, now it's a plus. So now I just combine like terms. This would be negative 6 plus 20i. Again, you can put that in your calculator to check it. Same with all these. Really, this is just calculator work. However, if you try these in your calculator, and then check to make sure they're right. So this is 9 minus 6i. This is negative 3 plus 10i. This is negative 5 minus 2i. And then this one is, again, it's subtraction, so 2 minus a negative 5 would be negative 3 plus 10i. Which makes these two the same. All right, when you're doing these, the only thing you really just have to do is graph them. So we talked about that. I realize, at least my picture here, the grid is pretty nasty, but we'll just get the gist. So 2 plus 4i, remember this is just like graphing 2 comma 4. And just as a reminder, if you have forgotten, this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So we're going to graph 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it's right about here. We're going to graph negative 1, negative 3. I'm sorry about my son if you can hear that. He does not know how to control his voice. Okay, now we want to graph their sum. So we have to first add them. So 2 plus 4i, negative 1 minus 3i. Let's add them up. 1 plus 1i. 1. There you go. So what quadrant is this in? Well, it's in quadrant 1. There's the sum. And they're really talking about that point. Where is that point? All right, have a good day.